Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is my second Stack Overflow video where I will be answering this question. Determine if a day is a business day in Python or Pandas. So the question was asked by Justin, August of 16, and it says, I currently have a program set up to run two different ways. One way is to run over a specified time frame, and the other way is to run every day. However, when I have it set to run every day, I only want it to continue if it's a business day. Now from research I've seen that you can iterate through business days using pandas like so. So he has a start of 2016-8-5 and an end of today. He says for day in pd.bdate range start to end. So pd.bdate range here is going to go from start to end date, but only include Monday through Friday as those are business days. And then for every day in that, print the string version of day concatenated with is a business day. And then Justin says, and this works great when I run my program over the specified period. But when I want to have the program ran every day, I can't quite figure out how to test one specific day for being a business day. Basically, I want to do something like this. So he sets a start time or start day of today and an end of today, so exactly the same. If start equal end, which will by default always be true. If not bdate start, so he's asking is start not a business day, print not a business day. I know I could probably set up pd.bdate range to do what I'm looking for, but in my opinion would be sloppy and not intuitive. I feel like there must be a simpler solution to this. Any advice? Alright, so I'm going to do what I normally do, and I'm going to just copy the entire question so I'm not flipping back and forth. Come over to my notebook, make a markdown cell, format my code sections, like such. And first up, I'm just going to run through his first piece of code and get an idea of it. So I'll format this as a string. I'm going to wrap parentheses around the print because we're using Python 3, and I'm assuming that Justin is probably using Python 2. I also noticed that we don't have datetime imported, so I'll import datetime. And we're also going to need PD for the bdate range, so I'll import pandas as PD. Run it, and running from 8/5/16 to today, we get all these dates that are business days, and since today is Monday, I see 8/31, and I will not see a Saturday or Sunday, which would be the 29th and 30th, so it's good that those are missing. So that code works. Now I'll take his second bit here and see what we can do. So we've got start and end defined as today, so they're exactly equal to each other. So this statement here will always be true. And what he wants is he wants to determine if bdate, he wants to define a bdate function that when given a date will return true or false. And then he will say if not true or if not a business day, print not a business day. So real quick, I'm going to add this colon here because I can see that's going to be an issue, and add these parentheses for the print line. So when I run it, of course, bdate is not defined. Now I handled a project like this sometime back for my work, and I found a function in NumPy. And so we'll start by importing NumPy as MP, and the function is called isBusDay. And checking out the documentation, it will do exactly what Justin is wanting. Calculates which of the given dates are valid days and which are not. So by default, dates is the required input, and it can be an array-like of date times 64, so it could be a single one or an array of them or a list. Do note it has to be date times 64D. It will not work with milliseconds or microseconds or nanoseconds or really anything with an actual timestamp on it. And what I mean by that is this. So if I say datetime dot I don't know, datetime dot today, it'll look like this, right? Let's just assign that to today. If I write type of today, I see that it's a datetime dot datetime, which is fine, right? You look at this and you think that'll work, but not quite. So if I run it, mp.isBusDay, and I plug in today, I get an error because it couldn't cast this today from microseconds to days. So to fix that, you can just say today is equal to datetime.date.today. And then we can run numpy.isBizDay today, and we will get true, because today is Monday and that is a business day. Now, we can take Justin's code here and swap out one piece, bdate, for numpy.isBusDay. And if start, which is today, which is a Monday, comes out as true, this should return nothing, which it doesn't, so it works. And just to double check, I'll do another version where if mp.isBusDay start is true, then we'll say is a business day. Oops. Equal true, not is true. And it works. And so with that, we've got a working solution just by swapping out the one method that he wanted. He didn't have to define anything. It was someone else had already written it in NumPy's module. And we've got a simple working solution. So if you like that, if it's helpful, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to catch next week's video. And if you've got enough reputation, swing on over here to the Stack Overflow question. You can find my answer along with other creative and different ones. Here I am right here. Yep, and I'll see you next week.